The importance of Esala Poya Day. July is just another month for everybody. But for Buddhists, this full moon day is of great significance. It is known as the Esala Full Moon Poya Day. On this day, many important events took place not just for the humans, but also for all the devas. When the Esala moon in the sky is seen, we are once again reminded of it, as the day the triple gem emerged into this world. On this day, with the compassion of the Supreme Buddha, the wheel of Dhamma was set in motion. The Dhammacakkappavattana Sutta, which consists of the core teachings of the Supreme Buddha, the Four Noble Truths, was proclaimed and rejoiced by the Devas and the Brahmas. In the Sutta, it is said, in the deer park at Isipatana near Varanasi, this unsurpassed wheel of the Dhamma has been set in motion by the Blessed One, which cannot be stopped by any ascetic or Brahmin or Deva or Mara or Brahma or by anyone in the world. When the wheel of Dhamma was set in motion by the Supreme Buddha, this 10,000 world system trembled, quaked, and shook, and a great radiance, surpassing the brightness of the Devas, illuminated from the lowest worlds and spread as far as the Brahma worlds. At the end of this sermon, Venerable Kondanya gained the eye of the Dhamma, known as Dhammachakku, and attained the first stage of enlightenment by becoming a stream entrant, also known as a Sotapanna disciple. The significance of Esala Poya is that for the first time in the world, the path to the deathless, Nibbana, was proclaimed by a Samma Sambuddha. It was on this Esala full moon day that Prince Siddhartha gave up the lay life and became an ascetic, in search of the truth. Prior to this, he was born as a god who ruled the Tusita divine world named Santusita. When the time was due for him to become a Buddha, he was then conceived in Queen Mahamaya's womb. This also happened on Esala full moon day. Esala Poya also marks the start of the first Vassana season, or rains retreat, for the Supreme Buddha and the 5 bhikkhus in the deer park at Isipatana. On this full moon day, Rahula, the son of Prince Siddhartha and Princess Yasodhara, was born. When he was 7 years old, Rahula was ordained as a disciple of the Supreme Buddha, and later he achieved the destruction of the taints, Nibbana. Furthermore, before leaving for Tavatimsa divine world to express gratitude to his late lay-life mother, Matru Divyaraja, the Supreme Buddha performed a supernormal power called Yamaka Mahapratiharya, that is emitting water and fire at the same time from the Buddha's sacred body. This event also took place on this great day. Right after, the Supreme Buddha preached the deep Dhamma known as the Abhidhamma to Matru Divyaraja and spent the 7th rains retreat there in the Tavatimsa divine world. Afterwards, the Buddha returned to the human world in a place known as Sankassa by performing Loka Vivarana Pratiharya, that is showing the hell realm all the way to the Brahma divine worlds to the crowd. 3 months after the great passing away or Mahaparinibbana of the Supreme Buddha, 500 Arahant monks headed by Arahant Mahakassapa held the first Dhamma Council with the intention of protecting the Dhamma taught by the Supreme Buddha. It was on Esala full moon day that this event took place in the city of Rajagaha with the support of King Ajatasattu. The first ordination of a Sri Lankan took place on an Esala Poya day in the city of Anuradhapura. On that full moon day, Minister Aritta was ordained by Arahant Mahinda. It was on Esala full moon day that the laying of the foundation of the great Ruanveli Mahasaya Stupa, built by King Dutugamunu, took place, as well as the enshrinement of 1/8 of relics of the Supreme Buddha in the Great Stupa, which is the largest number of relics enshrined in any stupa in the world. On Esala full moon, the sacred tooth relic was brought to Sri Lanka by Princess Hemamala and Prince Danta. It is thought that this procession could be the origin of today's annual Esala Relic Parade, or Esala Perahara, held in Kandy and associated with the Dalada Maligava, or the Temple of the Tooth. It is due to the combination of all these events that the Sinhala Buddhists celebrate the Esala full moon Poya Day with great reverence, with religious festivals and processions throughout the country. Let us all pay our utmost respect to the Triple Gem and gain merits to understand the Four Noble Truths in this Gautama Buddha's dispensation. Namo Buddhaya.